Oh wow, look at that.
Hey, what's up everybody? So my name is Clint and this is the Tool Review Zone channel. Welcome. Now I think we got a really cool tool today. Check this out. This is the all-new Milwaukee Tool 1/2-inch impact wrench. Now this was just announced on the Milwaukee pipeline not too long ago, and I told you we're going to get one here, and that's exactly what we did. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to use and abuse it. We're going to open it up. We're going to see what's inside. But before we do that, I just want to say, if you like power tools, you want to see all the newest and coolest stuff hit the market, well, it'd be awesome if you got subscribed, hit that bell notification, get subscribed so you can see all the new stuff that is just released. Now, Milwaukee Tool literally just announced this all-new 1/2-inch impact wrench on the Milwaukee Pipeline event. There's 4 episodes. We covered all 4. I'll put a playlist at the end of this video. You can check that out. Now, if you were a subscriber, you would have seen this already, but I told you we were going to get one live to the channel, and this is what we did. So let's open up this box, see what comes inside, what you're going to get. Then we're going to talk about the specs. We're going to look at all the features. We'll talk about all the things that we love, all the things that maybe we don't, and I'll also have a link in the description below for you to check this thing out yourself. All right, so let's check this out. Let's open it up. Right off the bat, you're getting the hard case. I love that you get the hard cases, not those soft shell cases. And a lot of comments that I have been getting on this channel with the other Milwaukee tool reviews that we've been doing, they talk about how much they love the hard case. So let me know in the comment section, do you really like the hard case or do you prefer the soft case? But me, I'm all about that hard case. It's going to hold up to the abuse on the job site, can be able to bang it around a little bit, stack stuff up on top of it, and you don't have to worry about damaging your tools. All right, so let's just slide this out of the box real nice back. We're going to open this up here.
Oh wow, look at that. Wow.
All right, wow, take a look at this. Look how small. This is a 1/2-inch impact, but it's basically like they're stubby. It is really, really small for being a 1/2-inch impact. Let's get back to what you're gonna get in this kit, and then we're gonna check this out. I'm really excited about the size though. All right, so check this out. You're obviously going to get the impact wrench, but you're gonna get a 5/8 attached to that when it comes in. You're going to get the belt clip, which is already attached. That's cool. You're going to get another 5/8 battery with this. This is not the high output. It's just your standard XC 5.0, but you get 2 of them, which is fine. As for the charger, I figured I was going to see this. It's not a rapid charger, and to be honest with you, I think I'd rather pay a couple extra dollars to get a rapid charger rather than the standard charger. Even though this will work fine, it takes longer, and that rapid charger is much quicker. So for a couple extra dollars, I think I would pay that to get a rapid charger instead of just the standard. That said, you don't get the rapid charger in this. You do get the standard charger. I'm just throwing that out there. All right, so we do have our charger charging our battery. And while it's doing that, let's go over the specs. I'm going to show you this tool up close. And then what we're going to do is once this is charged up, we're going to go out, we're going to use and abuse. We're going to find out what this thing can do. All right, so let's take a look at this real quick. I mean, I can't get over how small this thing is for being a 1/2-inch impact driver. But if Milwaukee has taught me anything, usually their stuff is very powerful no matter what the size, and that's what I want to find out. So we're going to put that to the test. 100% brushless. You got the 3 LED lights right up top. We're going to show that when we're actually using and abusing. I want to see how those light up. I want to see if they're really bright, but I like this. It's not just that single light down here. You got 3 LEDs, so it's really going to help illuminate that area that you are working in. Now, as for comfort, if you've ever held the Gen 3, other than it being a little bit bigger, it feels just like that. The impact driver, it feels very close to that. Very comfortable in the hand, very smooth. Love the grip and that contour. So great stuff right there. And you got your lock and unlock button right here. Now the belt clip can go on the left or the right, does not matter. So if you're a righter or a lefty, well, you can just take this off, screw it in on the other side, and you're good to go. Now I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but I just can't get over this grip. It is so freaking comfortable. If I was a mechanic or if I worked in the body shop again and I had something like this would have been a game changer for me. I mean, dragging around those air hoses and dealing with all that stuff, I was sick of it. I hated it, but that's the way it was back in the day. This right here, I am telling you, wait until you feel this. This is just unbelievable to me. I'm just hoping that it performs the way this thing feels, because if that is the case, then this is going to be just an outstanding tool. And it's also all digital, so there's no paddle switches or nothing. You got to flip or floop, all right there. We'll talk about that when we're using it. We'll put that to the test and see how those things do as well. All right, let's talk about the specs real quick, and then we'll go outside and we'll use and abuse. But all in all, when you're dealing with tight spaces, this is going to give you the most visibility and allow you to get into those tighter spaces. So that's a plus. 250 foot-pounds, not inches, 250 foot-pounds for this impact wrench. All right, so let's talk about the RPM. On the lowest setting, 0 to 900 RPM. On the next setting up, you're looking at 0 to 1,650. Next setting up from there, 0 to 2,400 RPM. The impacts per minute, listen to this. The impacts per minute, on low, you're looking at 0 to 1,000 IPM. 0 to 2,400 on the medium, and then 0 to 3,500 on the high. The weight on this is only 3.9 pounds. 3.9 pounds. That is freaking insane. And here's the thing, and I'm not blowing smoke. I don't understand how Milwaukee can do it. I don't understand how they were able to get so much power into something that is so much smaller. And in case I didn't mention it, and I'll show you this here in a bit, that fourth mode is the auto shut-off mode. So once you hit that max torque where you want to be, it's going to shut off automatically, but you're still getting that maximum 250 foot-pounds of torque, and then it'll shut down if you have that in the auto mode. All right, so the battery is charged. Let's take this outside and use and abuse. We're going to find out what this thing can do. I am super stoked, and let's just go do it.
What we've got here is a lag screw.
All right, so this is what I am excited about. I want to use this driving these 1/2-inch legs down through a treated 6x6 that's a little bit moist. Now the reason I like to use these on these treated 6x6 is because it is a lot of punishment. I actually think it's harder to drive one of these down without any pilot holes, none at all, than actually taking a couple lugs that I've taken on and off a million times already. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight down through this treated 6x6 with no pilot holes, and we're going to see what it can do on each setting. All right, so I am going to hit my button right here, and this will automatically adjust. You see it lights up real nice and bright. You can see this in the daylight if you were working outside. If I hit it again, it goes to mode 2, mode 3, and then auto mode. But let's put this on mode 1, and we're going to see how this drives it down. All right, you can see right there a very controlled, slower mode. Still got enough torque to bring that down if I wanted to. I can be here for a while, bring it down, but we're gonna bump it up to mode 2. But check this out. Here are your LED lights in the front as soon as you pull the trigger. These things are actually really, really bright. I love that there's 3 on each side. You can see everything in front of you if you want. That is a really cool design. I love that. All right, right now we're just gonna hit that button, go to mode 2. Here we go. All right, so you can see it slowing down a little bit. Mode 2, I think it's going to give you enough oomph to bring something down if you have a pilot hole. But again, there are no pilot holes. But what I'm very curious about is mode 3. So I want to see if I can drive this down all the way, pretty quickly by the way, simply by hitting it on mode 3 and going to town on it. Here we go. So I am going to pull this up here in a second, but look how big this leg is. And you're probably wondering, why would I test this going down through a treated 6x6 without drilling any pilot holes? Well, here's the thing. I want to see if this thing can hold, number one. Number two is, what about heat? If I'm using this over and over again, am I going to get a lot of heat on this casing or around that motor? Now, if I was using an impact driver, some of them get very, very hot just doing what we did right now. But because we were using this, it has all that torque, is a little bit slower. There is absolutely no heat on top of this casing right now, which is a good sign, meaning I can use this over and over and over again and not have to worry about it going too hot. Now, I am going to pull this up real quick. Let's see how that does. That screw is going to be extremely hot, but what I'm going to do is, now that there's already a pilot hole in there, if I was going to use this to say maybe build a deck, well, this is how fast it would go on speed 3 if you already had that pilot hole in. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is switch this. That's hot! So let me try this again. What I'm going to do is put this over here in the auto mode simply by hitting the button. Okay, now what I'm hoping this does is when I put this in auto, once this gets down to that bottom right here and starts touching that wood, once it starts to tighten down and you got enough torque on there, I'm hoping it shuts down automatically. So let's try that. You can still see it's moving a little bit. That's why I have the tape there. But man, this thing is powerful and it is quick and it is light. Again, only 3.9 pounds. Loving the LED lights up on here. I'm actually really excited about this because of how well this feels in the hand. And I'm really not noticing any vibration for an impact wrench. I'm really not noticing that much in my hands. It is doing a phenomenal job. Changing the mode, super simple to do, simply by pushing this button here, and that'll automatically turn on that LED light. Yep, I love the variable speed trigger on this along with the different modes, so you really have complete control on this. You know, the anvil, as far as that goes, you got that detent right there. It snaps in and it doesn't go anywhere. When you pull it out, it's not that hard at all. So Milwaukee Tool did it again. They made something that was smaller. They kept the power or even giving it more power. Just very comfortable, very light. It just, I don't know how they do it, but they do a very good job with their impacts. You're using these on your lug nuts. If you're a mechanic, I'm telling you, you're going to be able to get in those tighter areas. You're going to be able to take those lugs off, put them back on with no issue, and you have that awesome automatic right here that's going to allow you to prevent yourself from over tightening. Just fantastic, and I love the design. You're really able to get in those tight areas, like I said before. So I'll tell you, I am very, very pleased with this. I think they did an absolute fantastic job, and I can't recommend it enough. Now, I am going to put a link in the description below for this tool. I'm going to let you check it out. Now, I am curious, are you planning on trying this new impact wrench? I love hearing your feedback, so put something down in the comment section, let me know. Now, if you like tools like mentioned before, get subscribed, hit that bell notification, because we're going to bring a lot more to the channel. And if you could smash that like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. I always appreciate you stopping by, and with that, we'll be back with more videos soon.